you know, music is your passion, drumming's your passion.
That's it, brother.
When did you start getting into that and thinking about it as a career?
Yeah, it wasn't until, so I started drums when I was 10 years old, I think, 10 or 11. And I've been playing drums ever since, 24 now. So I started getting serious when I was probably around 17, 16,
Yeah.
I think, or maybe 15. And it was actually, I was in a cover band for a while. And then we started to like do some originals, and we were called Amber Down at the time. And we weren't taking it seriously. It was just a bit of fun, you know. And these guys were like nearly 30 years old, and I was like 17 or something like that. And I remember just like going there just for fun, and they were like, "Man, you're so like tight on the drums. You should think about, you know, doing it seriously, or just keep on, you know, like working on it." So ever since then, I just started to like really get into drumming. And then I looked at my idols, like such as like Travis from Blink, Travis Barker, and then all the drummers that are sort of like really, when they play, it's like a lot of the energy goes behind the kit rather than technical, because you got your technical drummers, you got your jazz drummers, you got this. But there's something eye-grabbing about when I go to a show and I see a drummer really rocking out, you know, and like with energy. And I always, who else was it? Aaron Gillespie, I saw play with Paramore at the time. He must have filled in or
All right.
something, because I don't know what happened there with the drummer thing. But watching him play was just amazing, you know, and I've been inspired by those sort of drummers. So I took it seriously when I was probably around 17, I think, because then I got lucky enough to actually support Motley Crue, which was just off the cuff, like lucky, because it was like, basically they came to Australia for a tour, but they did this thing where if whatever band gets the most votes in the suburb or the city that you're in gets to be the support, you know. So we got the most votes in Perth at the time, so we got to like play. Yeah, and I was playing Perth Arena. That was my first ever arena show at around 18.
Yeah.
And since when I played that show, yeah, it was, and met those guys, I was like, I just want to do this for the rest of my life, even if, you know, it takes ages or whatever, just to experience it, no matter. Yeah, so I just stuck to it, man, and opportunities came. And
That's it. So obviously, when did you sign? Because obviously, well, where I would know you from to start off would have been Small Town Heroes before the Faim.
that's right, yeah.
First band that you were properly signed with and recording, releasing music.
That was the first signing, yeah. So when I was in that Amber Down band, they sort of split up and all that, and I didn't really want to do it anymore. Bass player left and stuff. And then after that, I got in touch with these guys that were like sort of in the hills way in Perth, really just liked the vibe and connected on a level that was great, you know, back then. It's sort of, I'll skip later, like later on, it gets a bit messy, but but back at the beginning, it was great. Like, you know, so we're just like really fairly new, and I really wanted to go to LA pretty much and live the dream. So we're thinking of opportunities and how to do it. And we started just writing songs, and I thought Josh at the time in that band had a good voice, and I was like, wow, this guy, we could really go somewhere. So I was pushing, you know, emails left, right, and center, just still doing that, like do that every week. And basically, yeah, it just kicked off from there. We got our first deal from BMG, which was in America, when we flew. But it was before that, we sort of like we sent songs to this producer, John Feldman, for a while. You know, it was like he was constantly just saying, you need to keep writing, just pushing us, you know. And it was the first ever for me talking to a producer like at that level. It was the first time talking to someone like that. So it was interesting, you know. It was very challenging for me and the rest of the guys. And we just kept doing it. And then so flew out to LA, got our first deal, and then had all these songs written. It was actually the most insane thing, because this producer, John Feldman, knows all these people. So then when he brought all these people that we idolized in, so we had no idea. We rock up on the day. It's like, oh, here's, you know, Pete Wentz, Fall Out Boy. Here's this. It's like, it was crazy. So that was like an experience I'll never forget. You know, it was like insane riding with those guys. And it was all, yeah, what happened after that? So basically we started touring for a while. We were doing that for ages. It was fun. It was this. And then towards the end, there was just it was like an issue with the creative process, with basically a falling out, personality clash a typical relationship thing that you would probably have with, if you're, relationships end, or they don't end. It's like, that's just what it is. That's what life is. So we just had a little bit of a clash, and thought, I think I'll be better off doing my own thing, or, doing something with someone else, or working with someone. And that's how I met Mitch now. And I've just, built this other sort of fandom. But it's like, it's crazy when you look at it, when I look back, because I think of all the experiences, all the memories, it's all amazing, so. But unfortunately, yeah, there's a little personality clash.
Well, you back a little bit quickly. Obviously, you were Small Town Heroes, and then you became the Faim. What
Yeah.
what was that swap? Why was
What was the swap? Yeah. So basically, we were really loving that name, Small Town Heroes. We stuck with, and it was like more of a punk sort of vibe. It was like that sort of angst punk, and basically, I think it was John Feldman or someone in that group. They wanted us to change it, for whatever reason. I think John was just like, we need sort of more of a universal sort of sound, for a name or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know if it was John. I can't remember who it was, but we ended up just like all agreeing, and we came up with that name, the Faim. Yeah. So that's how that started. Yeah.
yeah? Because you obviously at Small Town Heroes, you had Set Free in 2015, the album, and then you had
Oh God, that's a throwback and a half. Jeez.
which I love the Get Up Get Out EP.
Oh, the
Still,
Get Out. Yeah, that was before the label. Yeah, before the label signed.